Okay, so welcome to our Coach Info webinar thing. My name is Mallory. I am 24 years old. I am a single dog mom. You can't see her; she's on the bed asleep. She has to be everywhere I am. I'm also a sales rep for an office supply and printing company. I actually started coaching when I was in college. So I started January. I graduated in December. So I was in my hardest classes at the time. I was working on taking classes for vet school. I was a biology major. I was coaching a travel volleyball team and a high school volleyball team and volunteering at the vet. So I was freaking busy. But I had quit my college volleyball team. And if you've played sports, you know that I started playing sports when I was 4. So by the time I was 21, it had been 17 years of nothing but being on a schedule, having a workout regimen, trying to eat healthy. And then it was like, I'm never doing that again because I was so tired. And so I took basically a year, and I literally, when I mean all I ate was Oreos and Japanese food, the Japanese place was across the street from my apartment, and I called in 3 times a week, and that's what I had most of the time. Like, I was the girl that could go through a pack of double stuffed Oreos in one sitting. It got real. And so then naturally, when I started seeing the weight pile on and I didn't feel good, I didn't want to go to the gym on campus because I was the girl that quit the sports team. So I felt like I was getting stares, and there were the big heavy lifting guys, and they were taking all the weights, and I was just like, screw it. I'm not coming back in here. So I tried to do YouTube videos at home. I tried to do these trainers you see on Facebook, and you join their group and they give you workouts that you know that they don't really do. And some crazy bogus meal plan. I had to eat 9 boiled eggs a day or something crazy like that. And I did it, but I gagged the entire time. It was unreal. And so I quit that obviously because that is not sustainable at all. And so after a while, this girl from back home who I'd always seen, she worked in the local restaurant. I'd always seen her. I didn't know anything about Beachbody. My mom did 21 Day Fix. And so I naturally stereotype that as old people do this, people that don't really know what they're doing do this. I was like, nah, I'm way better than that. I freaking played sports in college. And so I jumped, I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. But when this girl reached out, I was desperate. Nothing was working. And so I'm a rip the band-aid off kind of person. And I was like, screw it, let's do it. And so I just jumped right in, and I completed my first program. And the first 30 days, I lost 15 pounds and 15 pounds and 13 inches off my body. And so after that, I was like, heck yeah, I'm doing it. We're going all in with this because everyone needs to know about it. And so that's why I think coaching is this is a great business opportunity because what job wants you to be a better version of yourself and get paid for it? It's unreal the opportunities that you have. I was up and down with coaching for a while. I've been taking it seriously for probably a year. And last month I was able to pay my rent because I live alone. It's literally just me and my little dog. I was able to pay my rent and my car insurance with coaching. And now that COVID's around, my main job is commission based. And so, with a lot of places being closed, my sales job is being very affected. So, my paychecks aren't nearly as much as what they are. And I just moved. So, it's like, oh my God, I would be freaking out. But my coaching check is supplementing what I'm losing on that. But I've been coaching. I say I've been with the community a little over 3 years. I started January 2017. So it's something that I see myself being in for the lifetime. I've had so many experiences with it. I've been on trips. I've earned free trips. So it's something that I definitely want to do all the time. That's my goal, is to do this full time. So I'm going to send it over to Kayla and let her kind of tell a little bit about herself.
Okay. Hey. So, I also started coaching in my senior year of college. I played sports, up until college, I didn't. That was kind of my marker. I was like, all right, I'm kind of done with this. And I started doing ROTC, which took up way more time than I realized. And I guess you could say we're on a schedule. We're waking up at a ridiculous time in the morning to do like an hour workout, and then I go to classes. And a lot of us did not eat whatsoever. Like, I probably have eaten breakfast. I can count on my hands how many times I've eaten breakfast like throughout college, because I was just like, no, don't want to do it. And I think with ROTC, like, you had morning workouts, you have class in the afternoon or in the morning, depending on what section you're on. On the weekends, they would also take your time because you had to go to volunteer events. You had to like do all these field trainings. Like, I would literally sleep in the woods for like 3 days and then have to go to class the next day. And it was like, why did I sign up for this? So I was exhausted. Like, I would sit in class and be like, depending on what class it is, and be completely knocked out and just be like, okay, I have no idea what we were supposed to learn, whatever. But then the pandemic happened in the middle semester, and I, being the great college student I am, was just like, here's my chance to get sleep, be lazy, and do absolutely nothing for however long. I didn't think it would last this long, but I'm not complaining. So I like basically got super lazy. I didn't really sleep that much just because like my body is not used to it. But I definitely didn't get up to do workouts. I would just sleep right through it. I started eating more sweets. I got hooked on Oreos. My best friend got me hooked on those. That's his favorite snack. I would eat. I don't even know what I would eat. Like, half the stuff I ate, I was just like, I don't know what this is, but it tastes delicious, so I'm gonna eat it. And I kind of like felt my body like plateauing, I guess, or hitting like a decline. I was even more tired and had like even less energy than I already did. And it was just like, it would be hard like staying up during the day. And like, I did absolutely nothing. Like, I would wake up, go take a shower, come back to my computer to do an assignment. And within like 10-15 minutes, I was like, I'm so tired. Like, I just want to take a nap for 3 days and not wake up. So yeah. And then my mom was also the same way. She was just kind of like, oh, I want to be healthy. I want to do this. But then, like, neither one of us would ever like do anything. And then like, I could tell that like my mom and my sister, like, everyone was just kind of getting sad because we just weren't doing anything and we were just always tired. And then that's when my coach, Valerie, she messaged me and was like, hey, have you ever thought about doing this? And I was like, no. Like, it was just kind of like, and I've followed like her story, and I've seen like all her things she was doing, and basically like how she got into it. And I was like, that's really inspirational. So when she asked me, I was just kind of like, I am like the most terrified person in the world, and shyest to take on this opportunity would be like, oh my freaking god. But I did it, and I'm doing it now. And I can say that it's been a good decision. Like, I've been completely terrified the first month, and I'm like slowly like getting over all the nervousness and overthinking and things of that nature. Um, but like, even though like I haven't been like coaching for a long time, I can tell that even like in the small amount of time, there's been such a huge difference. Like, I'm working out now. I'm getting back on waking up early. I have more energy. Like, I can stay awake during the day, unless like I'm just that tired or something like that. I'm actually eating now, which is fantastic. And then I actually got my mom to work out now, so like she's getting healthier and she's getting on the health train too. And then like my favorite is just like the group aspect. Like, it's such like a wonderful community. Like, I'll tell my friends all the time, I did not want to work out today. I don't want to get out of bed, I didn't want to do anything. But I looked at like our little group chat, and it was just like, you got to do this. Like, you cannot be lazy. So definitely having like that team aspect and things like that is my most favorite part of doing coaching and just doing all this stuff. So yeah, that's all I can think of at the moment. So I'm going to pass it on to Ashley.
All right. Hey guys, I'm Ashley. I've been coaching for about 2 years. I am a full-time college student, a part-time sales associate, and now I'm doing Beachbody. Eventually I do want Beachbody to become my full-time job after college, hopefully. So pretty much before Beachbody, I was very, very unhappy. I didn't want to do anything. I wasn't motivated. I would always tell myself, yeah, I'm going to start working out. I went and found a personal trainer, met up with a personal trainer like once, twice, spent all that money. And I just kept spending money on like gym memberships. My freshman year of college, I was also in ROTC. I ended up quitting that because I was like, this is too much. Like I was just always quitting everything. I was like, this is too much. Like, I don't want to do this. Like, I don't know, just working out, waking up early in the morning. I wasn't motivated. I was just completely in a hole. So after ROTC, I was like, you know what? I have the time, so let me start working out on my own. So I would like look up little workouts here and there on YouTube or on Pinterest and try doing them, but I just would never see results. Instead, I was gaining weight instead of losing the weight that I thought I was going to be losing. And so pretty much I was just always in it, like circling around in my decision of like working out. So finally it took me a year to say yes to Mallory. And like we would always just start the conversation here and there, and I would be like, like I don't know, like yeah, I'm interested, yeah. And then I would just leave her like hanging, and then like just going back and forth. So then finally, like she messaged me, she's like, hey, I don't want you to like lose out on this opportunity. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. Like I'm not happy with my weight. I'm way heavier than what I was. Forget about the freshman 15. I've gained double that now. So I need to do something because my pants aren't fitting for work. Like I'm uncomfortable in all my clothes. I had literally a bag of clothes that I was getting ready to donate because I was putting in my head that the clothes was shrinking and I wasn't getting bigger. So I knew that I just had to do something to change. So finally I joined Beachbody, and I realized that within the time of me being with Beachbody, the 2 months, I became more motivated, and I'm just overall more confident in the person that I am. I realize that I feel better. I can wake up now in the morning. I'm eating healthier. Kind of like Kayla said, I wasn't eating too. So I would think that because I wasn't eating breakfast or lunch and just eating dinner that, oh, I'm not eating as much. Why am I still gaining weight? But it's because I wasn't feeding my body the correct things. I was eating super late, like 10, 11 o'clock at night. That would be when I would have my first meal, or sometimes I wasn't even drinking like water throughout the day. I would just go from school to work, back home, and then eat just because I was bored. So I'm so happy that I decided to join Beachbody because it showed me so much. It's helped me become a better person. It's helped me realize, like, just look at life in a complete different view. Like I'm not in a hole emotionally, mentally, physically. I look forward to waking up and like seeing what life's going to bring me the next day. So I'm definitely excited for my journey with Beachbody. And that's pretty much all I can think of right now. So I'm just going to pass it on to Mallory.
Yeah, so like they said, it's really like the big community aspect of it, and I don't think like you don't get that in a gym, you don't get that in classes, because you go and you sign up for your classes and you do the classes, but you don't get the nutrition help, and you definitely don't learn how to grow a business by going to those classes. And I'm someone who, I just moved out of my parents' house not too long ago. And before that, I was going to the gym, but I was taking my workouts to the gym because I lived with my parents and my sister, and I love them to death, but it was too much together time, like too much. So the gym was like my go away, but I could literally, like, I have the app on my phone. I could literally put it in there with my AirPods, do my workout. And even one of the personal trainers was like giving me compliments on my workout. And I was like, that's freaking awesome. Like, he was so like inspired, like loved my workouts. He was like, you train really hard. I was like, yeah, these workouts are hard. But I'm just the one that likes the really hard workouts. So when I signed up, there's no way I'd do the workouts that I do now. So there's programs for everybody. there's training for everybody. This is not something you go into knowing anything about. I was clueless. They were both clueless. We put you in trainings and we have one-on-one calls and we mentor you and help grow you based on your goals. So we set goals and we help you reach them, and then we set and go to the next goal. So if you're someone that loves your job and doesn't want to quit your full-time job, that's great. Maybe you just want a community aspect of it. Maybe you're just somebody that wants to bring in a little bit of an extra like income. My dog, her groom, y'all, costs more than my haircuts. Like it costs so much to get my dog groomed. And for a long time, I was just buzzing her down myself, and y'all, she looked horrible. I'm not gonna lie, she looked terrible. I would just let her grow really long, and I'd shave her, like skin her, because she hates it. And so me paying what I do now is worth it. And there's no way I could have done that before coaching. Like no way. She literally just had a haircut the other day. So it's like, oh my God, like I can afford it. Like it's great because it would take me hours. Like it literally got to the point where it's a 2 and 3 like day process because she hates it that much. And it's nice to be able to drop her off and go back in a few hours and she's done. But there's so many opportunities, and I know there's always the question on price when you sign up. So when you sign up, you get a challenge pack, which is going to set you up with everything that you need. They are $20 off right now. So this is like unheard of savings. Like if they would have been like this when I joined, like I would have been like in a heartbeat, like jumping on it. But you're going to get access to all of the workouts. You're going to get your Shakeology or your pre and post workout supplements or all of those. It just depends on where your budget is, where your goals are, and we can figure something out. Definitely reach out to your coach and they can talk to you about what would be the best fit. We have a new coach mentorship starting Monday. And in that, you're going to get one-on-one calls with us. You're going to get that training to help you get to that first rank in the business to help you start getting the paychecks coming in. And you're not like just thrown to the woods and gone. But I think that's all that I had to say. Do either of y'all have anything else that you wanted to jump on and talk about? No? All good? Okay. Well, I'm going to stop recording then.